Welcome back to Live from Colts Camp with the Herald Bulletin. I'm sports editor George Bremer, and the buzz here on day 4 at Anderson University has to do with pads. The team will be in full pads tonight for the first time over in Holt Stadium. It'll be really the first time the evaluation can begin, according to defensive coordinator Greg Minuski, because up until now, you've had shorts on. There were some shoulder pads yesterday to kind of start moving in that direction, but the physicality of the game has not yet been evident the way it should be tonight. And for fans looking for a player to keep an eye on, well, the offensive line is always a focal point, and our guest today was a member of that group, new starting right guard, Todd Herremans. And we're back here at Anderson University. It's the 4th practice day of Colts camp, and our guest today is offensive lineman Todd Herremans. Todd, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
One thing I wanted to talk to you about after all those years in Philadelphia and those really up-tempo practices the last few years, what's it been like here in this camp?
We still do things at an up-tempo pace here. The play call and everything isn't necessarily back-to-back, but we definitely have the ability to do that. Camp's great. I think that Chuck runs a really good training camp, looks out for the players, and everybody's here to get better and just work hard, and it seems to be a great group of guys so far.
A lot of focus obviously on this offensive line and how it's going to come together, what 5 will eventually wear out. How is that gelling, and from your perspective, how are things going on the offensive line?
I think things are going well. We're just starting to get our pads on now, so things are starting to get a little, crisper with the pads clicking and everything like that. But as far as, getting to know each other and how everything's playing, I think we're right on track with, gelling together and the cohesiveness of the offensive line.
You mentioned the pads tonight under the lights, the first night practice and it's the first full pad practice. Right. Will that bring some more energy to the proceedings?
Yeah, full pads always brings a little more energy to practice. Not that we haven't had great energy at practice so far, but there's just something about putting pants on, and especially being under the lights. I've never done that for a practice before, so I think that'll be something special and pretty exciting for the fans as well.
As a fat guy, I kind of bemoan the loss of fat guys in football, but you look out there now, you have to be so athletic on the offensive line. I'm watching yesterday, you're leading the way there on a pull for Frank Gore. What's that like? What are the challenges of the position?
Well, it's definitely transformed since I first got in the NFL, but I think that it's a change for the better. Instead of having just big fat slobs out here not able to move, you have to have guys on the offensive line that are just as athletic as the guys that they're trying to block, and it makes sense. And with diet and workouts now, people are able to see that you can be over 300 pounds without, and still be able to move.
Obviously, expectations are huge around here, and a lot of that is the guy under center. What have you seen in your time here this spring and this summer from Andrew Luck?
I'm impressed every day by the way that he carries himself, his knowledge of the game, the way he conducts the huddle, conducts the team. I feel like he's everything a coach would want in a quarterback. All
right, thanks a lot for joining us, Todd.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. We want to thank Todd, as always, for coming on board with us here today. And now we're going to throw to a message from our sponsor. When we return, you'll hear from quarterback Andrew Luck.
At Sell It Again Sam, you'll find anything and everything for your home. For that one-of-a-kind accent piece or a total home makeover, you're sure to find it, and at a price you won't believe. Browse a truly unique inventory that's always changing at Sell It Again Sam, where it's a new experience every time.
Andrew Luck was talking about that offensive line earlier today and the athleticism he sees from the group.
Oh, I think a bunch of athletes on that O-line, the guys that, maybe some of the best athletes on the team, and they weigh, 310 plus pounds. So it's fun to watch them. It's fun to see how Todd Herremans has come in and fit in with that great veteran presence, and Lance Lewis has done a great job. Obviously, Costanzo has been, super steady the past 3 years over there. And Muhort, I think, has done a really great job of just sliding in and getting comfortable with that right tackle position. We've talked about Call It earlier. And then Harry and Hugh and Joe Wrights, Dave Arkin, a bunch of guys that can play ball. So it's been fun watching them, and I think they're doing a heck of a job.
Once again, thanks for watching our show. You can follow us here at heraldbulletin.com. You can follow me on Twitter at GM Bremer, and you can follow our Instagram at the Herald Bulletin.